Recording and welcome to Soccer as We Like It, the Man United direction. As you know, it is not as it is as we used to believe that football is for the fans. We used to believe that football is for the fans till we literally were known that football and traditions can be taken away from you just like that. As we saw with the Super League probe, I call the mob mentality. 6 English teams, 3 Spanish teams, 2 Italian teams, and many more who were still to be contacted, joined a European Super League, thinking they were just gonna come in, take these super teams out of the leagues of the respective countries, and to the countries, fuck you, they don't give a damn. But after so much fan protest, fan rivalry and fan combinations, fans telling the teams that we contribute to your club. Without us, there is no club. We pay for the merchandise, we pay for the kits, we pay the season tickets, we put the seats, we put the bums on those seats. Without us, there is no stadium, mate. But here we are today, we have Bems, Houston Red Army, and we're gonna quickly talk about this. Bems, welcome to the show. It has been a very rough week. In fact, this deal was signed, sealed, delivered on Sunday, even before our game against Burnley.
Yeah.
So to come and hear this team say we made the mistake.
Man, that was.
I think it's more like you being caught.
Oh yeah. They know they've been caught, man. They know they've been caught. You know, you're always gonna get that apart.
When you heard about European Super League, it's been raised around a few years around. It's been, we've been hearing little bit, but this one just came out of nowhere. Monday morning, boom, European Super League. What did you think about it?
Man, I was sad. I was gonna cry. I was like, man, football as we know it was gonna change forever. And it was like, man, it's like, wow, like this is a slap in the face. I mean, just letting the fans know that they don't care about us. It was pretty much, and straight away, it's all about the money. It's greed, straight greed.
What we've always known it to be.
It's really, you knew here, it really wasn't the big 6 clubs doing this. It was the owners of these clubs.
Exactly the point. The owners were doing this.
The owners is in the owners, the board members that were all behind this, and literally, this had to have been going on for like. I mean, it doesn't take. I mean, you don't just draft these documents and these agreements overnight. It had to been going on.
That's what they want us to believe.
Yeah, man. It's like, are you kidding me? And they didn't consult the players. They didn't consult any of the managers. There's like, man, we don't care about you guys. We're the goal is trying to franchise these clubs, make it similar to the United States
NFL franchise. They start calling us that.
It was. I mean, that's not the way English football is. That's not the way English football is. I'm sorry, you can't do it like that. And I'm really glad that the fans really came out and really protested. And I mean, everyone was speaking out about this. In fact, the whole country, Boris Johnson, Prince Williams, I mean, everyone was saying, man, this cannot go through. Because if it went through, it would have been ridiculous. And it was a sad day, man, when I heard about it, man. I was like, man, and my team, Manchester United, being the main team spearheading this, Joe Glazer, was obviously,
he was going to be the vice president of the European Super League.
Man, it hurts, but yeah, that's how I feel. I felt really sad. Didn't know what was going to happen. Because I rely on football, man.
I mean, if you picture it, these clubs go hundreds of years back, It's community built from stone to stone, generation to generation. And some guys with a business model across the across the ocean. I'm not going to just specifically say America, Russia. What's the other guy? You know, Saudi Arabia, whatever.
Yeah.
Just come. You know what? I'm going to uproot my team from this league, put them in a separate league, and this league, as you know, when it's going to be uprooted, they're going to be like a performing circus. Oh, you're going to play Abu Dhabi this weekend. Next week, you're going to Asia. It's going to be who could pay the highest, have their own TV rights. And do you think, take away those 6 teams in EPL, do you think anyone's going to be watching football anymore in EPL? It will literally collapse.
No, that's it. The English football will ultimately collapse. It'll be the end of it. Literally, I mean, it would collapse very quickly because the Premier League needs the big 6 teams to in order for revenues to keep flowing through that league. You need the big 6 teams because the big 6 teams brings more viewership to the Premier League games. I mean, they bring more revenues. Obviously, they make the game even more competitive. It was man. And then you're saying, and then there was speculation. There was some stuff that the players in these big in these big 6 teams will not be able to compete in the Europa competition coming up in the summer.
And for the countries and for any games organized by FIFA.
Yeah,
that was a lot. And I was happy they put those stipulations there for them. You want to do it, go ahead.
Oh yeah, exactly. Go do it and see what happens, because that would have been. And if these players, a lot of these players in the big teams are like star players. They're big players that play for their countries. So those countries is in their performance would go down because they don't have their big players. That's one. 2, they're not going to begin, like, people are not going to be watching national, like, World Cup football anymore. Viewership is going to go down too because those players aren't playing.
It will be a domino effect.
Just like Messi. A lot of people watch Argentina, but Messi. A lot of people watch. It's just a simple example. You have other big players that is in world-class players that play in all these big teams. It would have been terrible. So, obviously you can see it looks like the owners of these big 6 of these big 6 clubs were targeting the Asian markets. Obviously, population in Asia is like what, billions, whatever they say. So they say, okay, forget the market here. Let's go target is in even bigger market because we know they're gonna watch. It's all money. It was all money.
That's what I'm saying. So ask yourself, do they actually even care about the fans?
They don't care, man. This movement, this decision to break away and go to Super League was a statement that they don't care about you. They don't care about us at all. It's all about their pockets. And obviously, because of COVID, loss of revenues, money went down and all that stuff, they would have automatically received, what is it, $500 million is in whatever, if it's dollars or pounds, 500 million each club automatically, and guaranteed is in guaranteed revenues, is in no relegations for those big 6 teams, or even those first 12 teams plus 3 more. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
So that's like, and they don't care about you. It's all about money.
Because you look at it, you take out Barca, Real Madrid, and Atletico. La Liga's done. It's literally done.
It's done. It's done because that's those the big teams in those leagues. It's done. It's just like the Premier League. You take out United, City, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool. The Premier League is pretty much done. It's not going to be as competitive as it was before. It's not going to be. How many people, as I said, like I put in WhatsApp groups, I said, okay, how many people watch Aston Villa versus Brighton? That watch Southampton versus Newcastle? How many people watch those games versus one of the big 6 teams playing any other team?
Right.
It's just that simple.
It is that. So these owners. So I read the statement. So for you viewers who haven't watched the video I made last night, Arsenal made a statement. We made a mistake. Was their statement. We are sorry. Liverpool owners, we had not looked at all the facts before we made the decision. Man United said we listen to the fans, we listen to the UK government, we listen to the community, and we decided it wasn't for us. Do they actually think we are stupid? Because they actually think we're mugs that we're going to say, oh, you know what? Oh, they made a mistake. It was City and Chelsea that pulled out first.
Yeah.
And they are the non-American owners because they already make money. They already are richer owners anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have nothing against American owners, but I think American owners' business mentality model does not literally work for European football clubs.
It doesn't work at all.
They're gonna make that the way they run the NFL franchise and NBA franchise is completely different, bro. It's like these guys don't get it. You'll be saying, as the owners, I guarantee you had this thing gone along, you will be seeing United, they'll probably along the line change the name. Yeah. It's more marketable. They won't be playing in Manchester anymore. They'll probably play somewhere in some foreign country. It would just be like a road surface.
It would have been a complete shit show, man.
Yeah. No relegation. So where's the competition?
Yeah. There's no competition. There's no competition. When there's no, that's the fun about football, man. Is that teams get relegated not because you're a big team or not because you have to fight. You have to play 38 games a season. You have to play 38 games a season to remain and get the most points to remain in that league. It's the Premier League for a reason. And then if you don't cut the mustard, you get relegated, and then two other teams replace you, and then you do it again the next season. And then the top 4 teams make it to the Champions League. It's just that's the way.
Like you said, there's competition at the top and in the bottom.
Both sides.
Survival and trying to get into the tournament.
Exactly.
They have the people who are just trying to stabilize. Like Leeds are newly promoted. They are not going to be relegated. They got a new full season at least.
Exactly.
Because the money generated from TV rights is a lot. But these owners is like, how much is enough for you guys? Look, I can only speak for Man United, as United fan. How much money do these guys really want to make out of this club? That they haven't already made, that they haven't taken out? How much have they put in compared to how much they've taken out? And they say, we made a mistake. They didn't make a mistake. You just did not. You see, think about it. They came at a time in the pandemic. Morale is low. People are worried about food, job security, health, mental health, everything, sickness and death and funerals, all that stuff. This would be the best time to quickly just tell them, okay, we're going to go into a Super League. And they expected people to like, wake up. Oh, okay. Oh, hell no, mate.
They expected us to be excited about that.
You know what? Someone just trying to sneak up on you and take your shoes while you're sleeping. That's what they try to do. Take your slippers off your feet while you're asleep. And expect you to just like nothing. Nah, mate, it don't work like that.
Pretty much. That's what they try to do.
You take away, you increase tickets, you increase merchandise prices, you bring out kids every season from 2 kids to 3 kids to 4 kids to 5 kids. People still buy them. You increase season tickets. You don't repair the stadium. You don't buy elite players. Now and the fans just barely just getting through that in the pandemic. Now you want to say, we want to break away from the country and go and do a Super League. Get the fuck out of there, mate. No, once then Woodward resigned, saying, "Oh, he was going to resign anyway." I said, you see, I'm getting to the point whereby these people actually think we are just stupid, that we can't figure things out. No, we ain't dumb. This is a world of technology. If this was in the 80s, whereby you could just blindfold people, just put out a statement there, You have no way to research it. Now everything's open.
If this thing went through, Woodward wouldn't have resigned. Clean and correct.
Exactly.
He would still be the chairman of United now today. It's just it's point blank simple. He messed up. He resigned because he knows a backlash that's gonna come after this.
Yeah.
He knows what's gonna happen. So better safe to just say, oh, you know what, that's it. Let me just walk now while basically while he has a chance to walk, because if he tried to stay through this, oh, it wouldn't have been. Just imagine if fans were in the stands and they pulled this stunt. I don't know how Ed Woodward or any of the Glazers is able to walk into the stands and sit down in those chairs comfortably.
No.
Not happening. Not happening.
No, it ain't gonna happen like that. And Woodward, he said, "Oh, I was planning to leave anyway." Yeah, right.
That's all bullshit.
You see that PR spin?
There's a PR.
That, you know, like
United, man. Immediate PR spin.
I was at the edge. I was gonna jump down anyway. But you know what? Shut up, mate. You messed up. You sold the club down the river, mate. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be. You see, he's the fall guy.
Oh yeah, he's a fall guy. So, I mean, they make it sound like those. I was reading something on the news in one of these articles somewhere that Woodward asked to resign, and Joe Glazer said, "Well, could you reconsider?" And he said, "No, I think now is the best time for me to leave." Man, that's all bull. I mean,
it's all,
United.
It's been like, oh, he's sacrificing himself for the club. Get the fuck out of there, bro. You screwed us all. You mean, man, please. I hope his cronies follow him. The mad judges, all them clowns. They need to all go with him.
The Glazers, everyone. Right now is the best time for us as United fans to get the Glazers. It is now that we need to get the Glazers out of this club.
Yeah, I don't think we got the opportunity to do this.
If you are smart and if you have sense as a fan, do not fall for Joe Glazer's letter. Do not fall for that shit.
No.
All they're trying to do is just say, oh, you know what, I'm sorry. They probably, you know what they're probably gonna do? They're probably gonna go in the summer and spend big money on signings to please the fans. But guess what? It's mirrors
and just smoke screens.
It's all smoke screens. They really don't give a damn about you. No, I will not be surprised. I mean, yeah, there was talk that United only have 100 million to spend on signings. I won't be surprised if that goes up now. In order to appease the fans. They're gonna want to do anything possible to appease a fan. So
I think it felt like a coup. They tried to overthrow the government, and they failed. Oh, we're sorry, we didn't think it through. Our coup plotters did not really. We're not part of them. We're sorry. We're gonna support this government. It don't work like that, bro. These guys sat down and signed it. There was no mistake.
This thing has been in the plan. It's been in the works for years. I heard it's been in the works for over a decade.
And with COVID and pandemic, it couldn't have come at a better time. As an excuse, like, we're losing money. This will be the best time.
Exactly. That was they would have definitely said that. There's the best time for us to come through and do this. Let's do this right. That's all. I mean, I'm just glad it didn't go through. But now the thing is, I don't know how we go forward, but FIFA or whatever, they need to find a way. The Premier League, they need to find a way to regulate. This is in how these teams are owned, like the ownership structure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, because someone could just like, you know what, I just packing my stuff up. Because end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can get. I'm telling you, if this thing had gone through, they would have got to a point whereby, you know what, we are going to rename the club, relocate, move them to another location, probably call us LA United somewhere in Las Vegas or Los Angeles.
Oh, listen, man, I would have been, yeah. Yeah, that pride. Oh man, that would have been terrible, man.
Eh,
That would have been
Do you
terrible.
think they care? They don't care.
That would have been terrible. That would have been terrible.
They
Wow.
don't. That is
It
not what
was
I was watching a show, and there was a guy there who gets it's a business model, it's a business model, it's a business model. He's not surprised that it's a business model. But we know football is a business.
uh
But without fans, there is no business or there's no football.
straight up. Yep.
So till that is understood, fans make football. Even closed stadiums now. Ooh, where are fans watching it? They're still buying streaming. They're still paying for streaming.
True. True.
Exactly.
True.
Fans are still buying merchandise,
True.
despite not going to the stadiums.
Yeah.
Fans are still renewing season tickets.
I would just at this point I would employ fans to not buy any of those is in the new team kits that are coming out.
With
I
team
would
viewer.
employ fans to not buy any of them. Don't buy them. Do not forget because anything you do is putting money into the Glazers' pockets. Like
Yep.
if you buy anything, subscriptions. I know I would advise do not. I'm not going to buy any jerseys anymore. That's
I buy the kits. If you see me, I barely wear new kits. I wear kits from the kits that remind me of when we were the champions and kings of the world. Anything I buy now of late is either someone bought it for me as a present.
Yeah.
I would not physically go to the store and buy a 2019 jersey, 2020, 2021. No. When you win me a title or a Champions League, I will reconsider. Till then,
I
it is
agree.
Sharp, Umbro, Vodafone, AIG,
Yep.
AON.
hmm I agree.
Thank you.
I really agree. I agree. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, we were. This is a part one of this Europe, the robbery of the tradition and football fans in broad daylight by football owners. This is the first part. The second part we're gonna have on the weekend. We're gonna integrate US fans and UK fans in this. But when you saw that Chelsea and Man City had stepped down, had pulled out, what was your thought? And the four were still thinking, I don't know. I'm still thinking, what was going through your mind? Like, these guys.
Uh, in my mind, I was like, man, these other teams. I was thinking about United. United better pull out right now, man, because if they think they can hold up and keep this thing going, they must be really stupid. I mean, and as you said before, it made sense why City and Chelsea were the first teams to pull out because those are the two teams without American owners.
Yeah.
And then also, I think they were scared about is in that they were scared. They were scared about being kicked out of the Champions League because they're both in. I think City's in the semis. I think Chelsea's in. I think
Both in
both.
the semis.
So they're scared about getting kicked out of that because that's their chance to win a Champions League, especially City. So you can understand why they move quickly to say, you know what, I need to get out of this stuff. But then, man, it took. I was like, how long is it going to take for United, Liverpool? I was expecting United to be the last team standing because Joe Glazer is the one that's spearheading this bullshit.
Exactly, he's spearheading it.
I wasn't like, and then the more teams you saw was Liverpool's coming out, Spurs is coming. I was like, yeah, that's what I want, man. Stupid asses, Super League bullshit. So yeah,
when I saw United pull out, all six pull out, I was quite pleased that at least the tradition and fans are respected. You saw what the Chelsea fans barricading the game yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that is fan. That's fan revolution. That's fan passion. Like, you're not gonna treat us like mouse. We are people. Yeah. We are visible.
Yes.
So
yes,
we will do a part 2 to this because this. But I'm going forward. Can you trust the owners? Because I have a feeling they will come back in another way some other time coming.
Oh yeah.
They probably let the heat go down.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're always gonna try. They're gonna try and do something. I don't trust the Glazers, man. I don't trust the Glazers. And I've been one of the people that's been saying that the Glazers are running this club down. The Glazers don't care about you. The Glazers don't want to spend the money to buy the players. The Glazers are the one club in the Premier League or in Europe that they've taken the most dividends out of their club versus any other club. I've said this.
Oh yeah.
Look at it. It's on the internet. You can see this. If a team, if an owner cares about it, their club, right? They would do whatever they can do to make sure that that team is challenging, has the right resources to get the job done. In this case, the resources are players, management, I mean the structure of the club. If they cared about United, Joe Glazer and co, the Glazers, you would have seen more from them in the past how many years that they've owned this club until now. You would have seen way more. Just like, I mean, we can go, yeah, we can go to another venue talking about this, but yeah, everyone knows how I feel about them, and yeah, now they.
So you know, we this week, like our friend Chris will say, as Kim said, it's been a very good day. You know,
Yeah.
we had a good victory against Burnley. After that, European Super League, then everything started to fall apart. Then Woodward steps down. It's the best time to get these guys out.
Right? Yep.
Well, on that note, we will end today's show. We'll be speaking. Ben, hope you're going to be joining us on the Saturday United fan chat with UK and USA. Thank you for your time, brother. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your knowledge and your views and your opinions. Much respect, brother. So I will see you on Saturday, hopefully, and we will get this being going of the UK fans, who you know most of them anyway. So we'll get a few of them in, and we'll iron this out, and we'll see is there a chance of this European Super League coming back in a different form somewhere down the line. Because with these owners, you don't even know what they're thinking, but they keep coming to you say, we made a mistake, we're sorry. the United one and the Arsenal one was even the more we listened to the fans, the stakeholders, the UK government, and the community. Arsenal said, we made a mistake, we are sorry. Take that sorriness, the apologies, bend it one side, shine it like the rose says, and shove it up the candy backsides.
Exactly. Shove it up their backsides, man.
From us, Soccer as you like it, we shall see you on Saturday. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. We shall see you on Saturday. From Bems and myself, we'll see you on Saturday. From us, goodbye and good night. Bems, cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
Yeah.